Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to the Expression Network's BVAC Women's Open. Semi-final day today. Please welcome our first player on court. She's number 89 in the world. She's from Mexico, Garcia. And her opponent, the number 81 in the world from New Zealand, Kaitlyn. The referee for this match will be Ben Liddell. Round of applause for him. No.
Well, welcome to semi-finals day here at the Expression Network's BVAC Women's Open 2023. We're down to the last four in this PSA Challenger 12K event here at the Bay Valley Athletic Club in downtown Calgary. And here is the lineup for this afternoon. New Zealand's Kaitlyn, number 6 seed, playing against the unseeded Garcia. She took out the top seed to make it through to this semi-final. And that's followed by Canada's Nicole Bunyan. She's up against Stephan of France. Garcia of Mexico, from Mexico City. Had a fantastic match yesterday, taking out Tenora Villar in that match. She's currently sat at 89 in the world. It's been a bit higher than that. Top 70 is her best ranking so far. 30 years old, so has been at it for a while. On tour since 2011. Really solid wins to get through to this stage, and has been pretty active on the Challenger Tour. Made it through to the final of the Feltami Squash In Classic as well already this year. And she's up against New Zealand's Kaitlyn, who also took out a higher seed. Came through against Zaina Zain of Egypt, the number 4 seed, in her quarter-final. Quite similar ranking, these two. Watts sat at 81. Quite a bit younger though, just 21 years old. So a lot less experienced. He's been on tour 5 or 6 years now. 3 titles in that time. And she has also made it through to a final in her last outing. That was at Sutton Coldfield International, losing out to Orphy in that match. Johnny Williams joining me for these women's semi-finals.
Thanks, Vanessa. It's a big opportunity here for these two ladies in the bottom half of the draw, because they managed yesterday to take out the number 1 and 4 seeds respectively. And as you alluded to, Vanessa, you've got Watts at 81, Garcia at 89. So already the semi-final loss is above their average at 80 points. So the one who wins this is getting a pretty good score of 130, at least.
Yeah, they both played very well in those quarterfinals. It's difficult opponents. Watts plays quite a structured game. Important to get that right, to get the tactics right on this court, Johnny. We're at just over 1,000 meters altitude. It's a lively court, and we've seen so far that players that deal with that and have their game plan ready are the ones that are getting through.
It's quite quickish off the front wall, but we saw yesterday as well that Victor Crouin, who obviously is very adept at taking in those drops, if you put the right cut on the ball, and you really can find some good spots at the front as well. So it's going to be interesting to see, especially Garcia. She's a bit of a shot player, you can see that, like most of the Mexican players, and I can see her wanting to be the more aggressive. and Watts being sort of the one who tries to absorb and lengthen things.
Well, there is VR on the front row. The player that lost to Garcia in her quarterfinal, possibly here to support her French compatriot in the next semi-final, Stephan. Would you ever stay around and watch the match that you would have been participating in after a loss, particularly a loss that, you know, that's gone against seeding?
You know me, Vanessa, I was always a sucker for punishment, so that happened quite a lot, I think. I felt I'd almost submit myself to the punishment of watching to make sure that I was going to learn from my mistakes, you know. So I felt that it was important to show up the next day and really try to figure out what went wrong.
Semi-final match, Garcia of Mexico to serve Kaitlyn Watts of New Zealand to receive best of 5 games of all.
So it's the Mexican, the more senior of the two, gets things going here in this first women's semi-final.
Yeah, I think you're right with that estimation, Johnny. I feel like Garcia is the one that will be looking to find the attacks, open up the court a little bit more. And Watts, I'm sure, watched that match yesterday.
2-up.
She'll be keeping the lines maybe a little bit straighter, trying to play a slightly more containing game. Aggressive hitting from both players.
Hand out, 1-2.
Those sort of chances are the ones that Watts was able to really capitalise on yesterday against her younger opponent.
Garcia on the attack. That was heavy though. Very dangerous. Leave the ball sitting up
Hand out,
in the front of this court.
Yeah, the quick cross, low cross attack is a great shot on this court especially the straight attack that has been hit too high. If you're onto it and you're able to see it early, just show the straight drop and then really pull it cross court very quickly. I've been seeing that a lot throughout the week, also with the men.
Down.
And that's a third unforced error already from the New Zealander.
4-3.
Yeah, slightly nervy start maybe for Watts. Yeah, she didn't make too many errors in her quarterfinal.
That's it. Clash of
Yes,
rackets there. It should be a let. Yeah, it's interesting, the dynamic, isn't it? I mean, against Zaina Zane yesterday,
4-3.
she probably felt like nothing to lose. A little bit the underdog, ranked as the underdog as well. But here now, as I spoke about, she knows exactly what's at stake, you know? And there's the effort level. You'll see that a lot from Watts. She's saw her playing at the Commonwealth Games. She throws her body around. She's one of these ladies who just absolutely leaves it all out there. It's a good line there, and that's, again, off that loose attack.
4-5.
And just onto it quickly and using that quick front wall to surprise the opponent. It's really the best tactic on this court.
Hand out. 6-4.
It's certainly Garcia that settled into this. Watts a little bit scrappy. Loose balls being tidied away nicely. Not that time though.
I had a good look at the ball. All balls
A little
were
bit
good.
awkward.
Hand out. 5-7.
Oh, she played it. That's one of those ones, Vanessa, where, you know, we've talked about players not taking that extra space, but that was just clearly impeded her shot. She should have asked for the let and taken the stroke there. There are situations where it's just better not to play the ball, and I feel that was one of them.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of space there, though. If you just sort of...
Stroke to Garcia.
I suppose it depends on the player, how good they are in those situations. There's a lot of players that can just sort of soften that up onto the front wall, and I mean, there's no way that's coming back.
No, you're talking perhaps about the other person that lives at your house, maybe, for example. Just clip it off his toes.
But then maybe if you're always looking to play the ball, then you get quite good in those situations.
10-5, game ball.
So 5 game balls for Garcia. Oh, that was a great pickup. Full into the splits. Oh, she had her as well.
11-5, game to Garcia.
Cross-court flick.
Garcia leads.
Clips the
1 game
tin. So 8-minute first game. Garcia takes it 11-5 and has a 1-love lead.
Yeah, with both players here having a huge opportunity. It was the 30-year-old who just settled in, was more relaxed out there, and waiting for those opportunities to come. She didn't overplay her hand. Very cool, very calm, placing the ball in nicely there on that volley drop. Threw in a couple of angles just to keep her younger opponent honest, and it was Watts who was clipping the tin early in the game, and that just left her in a bad position on the scoreboard. And I think that she'll settle though. She'll have 2 minutes now to think about it, and I think she'll come back the better in game 2.
Garcia leads 1 game to love. Love on.
So Diana Garcia with a very handy 1-love lead. A little bit more conservative there from what she, just pushing the ball deep in that rally early on. We saw her in the beginning of game 1 where she took on those attacks and hit the tin. So just a clear little change there already, Vanessa.
Yeah, she's missing a bit of the accuracy that she had in that quarter-final. She's not quite getting her lines, which is going to be crucial against Garcia.
And that boast is becoming a problem.
Hand out. 1 love.
Because like you said, her line hitting's a little bit wayward, and Garcia's aware of that, and she's just got that boast as a joker card in her back pocket.
Stroke to Garcia. 2-1. Hand out. 2-all. Yes, left. 2-all.
Well, she's still struggling with her short game, Watts. Just can't buy a trick up there. Actually was in good position all the way through that rally. Can't put the finishing touches together though, Vanessa.
3-2.
No, she's definitely struggling a bit with the short game. She didn't really need to use it a huge amount yesterday in that match against Seine. She was just really solid with her foundational hitting, and she was getting errors out of the Egyptian player. She's actually going to have to do a bit more with the ball against Garcia.
Hand out. 3-all.
She's just not going to get those cheap points out of this more experienced player.
Yeah, the long cross, I like that. We've just seen early in the game when she plays that short flick cross, backhand over to the Garcia forehand, she's getting into trouble. But now the last couple of rallies she's played long, and it's working better.
Yeah, she set it up with a much more severe straight drop as well.
Down. Five, 3.
It's better now, but most of her points are actually coming from these dying lengths. It's a real sort of grafting
6-3.
performance in this game so far. But at least she's able to find a formula that will start to become clear about how she has to play, and that helps as well. That very dodgy back wall area there on the left-hand side. Very expensive territory down there.
Seven, 3.
That's one of the first successful straight volleys
8-3.
she's been able to find.
Down.
Again, setting up that position nicely, but
Hand
just
out.
not able to find the
4-8.
finishing shot.
Five, 8.
She actually got the racket there. It's a little bit the problem with some of those forehand attacks with Watts as well. She just flattens the racket head too much. She executes the shot, causing the error. But it's the gritty side of her which has put her in this position in this game.
Again, there was a chance there on the forehand, just left that ball sitting up. She didn't really get her strings through it at all. Doesn't look confident either.
6-8.
She looks a bit tentative.
stroke to Garcia.
And that's what happens.
7-8.
Although she had that lead, off the back of that one error from Watts, Garcia is able to sort of build upon that. And she's been the one who's been able to fire the short balls in with more success. And there it is again, Vanessa. That one was to the back wall, Nick.
Right side. Right side. 8-all.
And you really do feel that this is crunch time for Kaitlyn Watts. Lose this little period here, it could be on the way to lights out, because just have a 2-love lead at this stage for Garcia, given the way she's playing.
Sorry, Johnny. Just measured that one nicely, didn't
9-8.
overhit it. Three, I think it was. Spraying the ball out of that back corner.
10-8. Game ball.
2 game balls for Garcia.
Out up. 11-8. Game to Garcia. Garcia leads 2 games to love.
Fantastic turnaround in that second game. Garcia 8 points on the trot to take the game 11-8, and after 21 minutes she leads by 2 games to love.
Just see the first men's semi-finalist going to Diana Garcia's corner, so she's got plenty of support from her Mexican compatriots. She was down 8-3 in that game, and Kaitlyn Watts really has let a big lead slip here, but it's Garcia who's just been the more confident around the middle, being able to just take advantage of opportunities like that, close the court down, either on the initial attack or the follow-up. And Kaitlyn Watts, well, she's really struggling around that front half of the court. She's going to have to dig, I feel, to have any chance to win this. She's got the endurance to do it, but will her confidence be a bit knocked by that?
Here we go, Johnny. Garcia on a charge for the final. She's had a fantastic tournament, unseeded, remember.
Hand out. 1-love.
Well, it's the same old story. Every time Watts gets on a volley there and goes for that straight attack, we've seen really 8 out of 10 hitting the top of the 10. There's no margin there. It is about mindset, Vanessa. You can talk about technique, but the mindset should have switched already after game 1. That to try to run that ball in tight, especially when the ball is coming off quite quick off the front wall anyway.
Down.
And that's the first one of those that's gone down from Garcia.
Hand out. 2-1.
It's the third time she's gone into the splits in not exactly the same spot.
Hand out. 2-all.
Yeah, trouble. That's the lack of confidence. Unfortunately for Watts, there's no option. Well, there's not been an option to sort of run in there and put a big hold on and play a drop. She's just pounding the ball back, and Garcia is well aware of that now.
Yeah, I mean, she's essentially playing into half of the court. The short game has just been absolutely nowhere today for Watts.
Down.
I mean, it's definitely an area of a game that she needs to work on,
Hand
but
out. 3-all.
she is really struggling in this match and on this court with finding those front corners.
Out.
So she's gone for a different variation, Vanessa,
And
but that
no.
one's even gone out of court. So
4-3.
it's just not a great day at the races for the New Zealander. One thing she does have is a very determined mindset. She definitely is not going to hang or throw in the towel in any way, shape or form. She'll play every point out. Just a little, I'm getting a sense that Garcia's feeling the finish line a little bit in this game. She's just gone a bit lower a couple of times.
Well, also the deficit might just help Watts relax a little bit, relax the arm slightly and start to soften into those shots in the front a little bit more.
5-4.
Really nice straight kill there from Watts.
Hand out. 5-all.
That's much nicer.
See the hands go out, Vanessa, like
That's the one I'll be looking for.
how on earth is that taking me that long to play that shot?
Looks so simple when a player gets it right, doesn't it? But
Oh,
it's not.
Tell you what, it's simple from here as well, isn't it? Or from the lounge chair when you're watching it.
There's that boast again, that quick boast that's catching Watts off guard.
Hand out. 6-all.
lot of distance left there.
Yeah, that's the right call. There was no real effort there to go around. She could have gone and ducked around to the front and gone and tracked back for that ball. So this just a little mini opportunity. It's interesting, although look, Watts led 8-3 in the second. When Garcia started to come back at her, the lead got whittled away very quick. But here, the rallies have been longer. Just got a slightly different feel about it right now.
Yeah, she's earning these points a little bit more than she was in the second. Watts.
8-6.
The quality of her squash is definitely lifted.
Oh, she should have been. Look, first of all, it's a terrible serve, but she's got to know that Garcia, you know, she does like to shoot.
Hand out. 7-8.
Oh, first time she's played that. Flick out of the back corner.
Stroke to Garcia.
And that was, I felt that was on the cards, Vanessa, that if she, at this stage now with Garcia having won the last few points with some outright winners, that was going to make Watts a little bit jittery, and then we saw it there. Big, heavy volley coming back on herself.
Yeah, beautiful. She's played 4 or 5 outstanding rallies. Get herself into this position. 2 match balls for Garcia.
Out.
That's out.
11-8. Match to Garcia. 3 games to love.
Well-deserved place in the final
11-8.
for Garcia. 32 minutes. She wins it 3 games to love. 11-5, 11-8, 11-8. Let's hear from the winner.
Okay, just have another round of applause for Kaitlyn Watts there. Great effort, great tournament. I wrote some notes just to prove I was watching. Okay, so you came back from 7-3 down in the second game there. Do you feel like that was a bit of a change of momentum in the match?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So I just doing my plan and be focused in the rest of the game. So I'm trying to push myself to win.
And are you excited for the finals tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. I'm glad to be in the finals, and I'm waiting for tomorrow.
Big round of applause for Diana Garcia. Okay, the next match is at 5 o'clock, so there's time to go and get a beer.
Well, Diana Garcia has got a big result here. She's into the final. She's the first of the semi-finalists to go through. Kaitlyn Watts fought very hard in that game, but just that inability to find winners at the front of the court was her Achilles heel. And Garcia's security and that confidence that she had, that showed at the end of that game there. She came up with some pretty snazzy winners and did it very well. She's quite dangerous on this court. She's gone into the final 3 love, so she'll be very fresh for tomorrow.
that 3-love win for Garcia means that we're slightly ahead of schedule. Next up, the Canadian number 2 seed Nicole Bunyan taking on Marie Stephan. That'll be on at 5 o'clock, so 20 minutes time. See you then.
Test. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's time for our second semi-final. Please welcome to the court the world number 51 from France, Stephan. And her opponent, the world number 49 from Canada, Nicole Bunyan. The referee for this one is Ben.
Well, welcome back. Our second semi-final coming up for you in this women's challenger event here in Calgary. And number 2 seed Nicole Bunyan of Canada. She's up against France's Stephan, the number 3 seed. Stephan on the right there. 51 in the world, has been inside the top 50 previously. 26 years old. Originally from French Guyana, but based in Paris. She's made it through to 6 finals during her career so far, has managed to pick up just 1 title. She's up against Canada's Nicole Bunyan. She is currently sat just inside the top 50. 10 places off her best of 39. 29 years old, on tour since 2015. Also 1 title to her name out of 3 finals. Came through against Cheng Na-Ching of Hong Kong in her quarter-final. Pretty tough, 3-1, 45 minutes. But in pretty good form, and these two have played each other a couple of times before. And it is 1-1 in the head-to-heads. Last meeting was last year in September at the NetSuite Open. Very, very different court to this one. It's probably one of the coldest courts out there. And that was a 2-love win for Stephan. Bunyan taking the one previous to that, which was in 2018 in Rhode Island. Johnny Williams back in comms with me for this one. Let's have a little look at the route through. Stephan with that win against England's Alicia Mead. 3-1. So 2 decent quarterfinals to make it through here, but both relatively fresh into this semi-final. Garcia already into the final. Awaits one of these next 2 players. And could be close, this one, Johnny.
Yeah, I think it will be a tight one, but I just feel that the hometown girl, in terms of being home country, Nicole Bunyan, although she had a tough run yesterday, I think it'll actually do her good. I think that having to go through that tough match yesterday will just harden her up a bit, given her a bit of resolve, and I think that she'll manage, especially in this altitude here, a little bit bouncier, livelier court. I think it's going to be hard for Marie Stephan to find winners around the front, which I'm sure she could have when she beat her 2-love at NetSuite. So although the Oracle, our media assistant, says that Stephan's going to win this one, I tend to disagree with him.
Women's Open 2023 semi-final match. Nicole Bunyan of Canada to serve, Marie Stephan of France to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
Well, here we go. Bunyan kicks off the last semi-final. Stephan immediately finding the tin. I'm sure the crowd would love for Bunyan to get through to the final tomorrow.
Yes, let.
Originally from British Columbia, I believe, Bunyan.
Sorry. 1-love.
Birthplace Victoria.
Based in the US with her partner, also a squash player.
And Jamie Haycox is, they're both prolific on the social media, Vanessa. Now, Nicole Bunyan's got her squash letic, which I think it's hard that you would have missed that, because if you're on Instagram, it's coming up on my screen all the time.
I follow, yeah, I'm a follower.
And
never do any of the exercises, but I'll have a look.
3-love.
No, she's getting more and more professional with it all, and her partner Jamie, of course, does his podcast, Squash Tourist, and that's a good listen as well, so big shout out to him. And this is just a great way for Bunyan to sort of settle those nerves.
Yeah. 4-love.
Well, I feel that if Bunyan can stay quite disciplined with her game and persist with forcing Stephan into those back corners and having to play off her back foot, she'll have a really good chance in this match. The pace nice and quick.
No let.
And that kind of heavy attack, you're going to see that from Stephan. She's just going to try to take a little bit of a slightly deeper tee position, not so far up, and then try and kill it straight into the corners. And she's got a strong hand on her as well. Bunyan showing a bit of a strong hand there. She's whipped that for a winner.
Hand out. 5-2.
And we've been talking about, you know, the court being quite bouncy, and this has really got to play into Nicole Bunyan's hands, because what she has in abundance is enormous endurance.
Yeah, that's a good shot as well against Stephan, that quick angle in. Looks sharp in these early phases, Bunyan. He's really up for this. Yeah, I think Bunyan was half conceding that.
3-6. Yeah. 4-6.
That's a bit of edginess, Vanessa.
5-6.
She opened up with the spring in her step, but the last two both have gone down, and that just shows slight impatience on her part. And that attempt at Nicole to serve is just confirming what I said. She really needs to be the one who's setting markers at the back of the court, and Stephan vocalising her disgust about that shot.
That was a very sudden burst of rage there from Stephan. Yeah, she's very effective, Stephan, if she's able to sort of hit from those nice, comfortable set positions. As you said, she's a heavy hitter. Bunyan needs to keep her moving, keep her stretched out, force her to hit from uncomfortable positions.
6-7.
Really keep the ball out of that middle area. Make sure she's playing into corners all the time.
Yeah, I don't really feel she needs to throw in the boast that often. She should really try to build the rally a bit first and just be a bit more patient with it. And you said there was a sharpness when she was really trying to hit those lines, get in front and just keep holding and hitting those fading lines. But besides the first few points, we haven't seen it anymore.
And again, slightly fortuitous bounce in that back left corner.
Seven. Stroke to Bunyan. Review. Player review.
It looked to me like she was
Stephan
in the
on
backswing.
stroke call.
Sufficient for a stroke, I thought.
Yeah, at the moment where Bunyan wants to play that, Stephan is still recovering her position and not clear.
Stroke to Bunyan. Decision upheld. Stephan has 3 reviews remaining. 10-7, game ball, right box.
3 game balls for Bunyan.
Yeah.
Both players having a few issues with that left back
8-10,
corner.
game ball.
And I feel that that's the area that Bunyan wants to attack, Vanessa. Really stay away from that mid-court loose stuff. Just keep punishing her back there, because Stephan definitely prefers it. That could be another one it is.
Oh, that looked a bit light.
She won't review it though.
Game to Bunyan.
Well, my French is not that good, but I understand that, Vanessa.
Very angry. Stephan leaves the court. 10-minute first game. Bunyan takes it 11-8.
Well, it was a very nervy and edgy first game from both players. Bunyan shot out of the blocks and went to 4-zip. She was looking very sharp, finding her range and doing it very nicely. But then she just lost a little bit of length, and then Stephan, especially on that forehand side, she's so dangerous. She got a great hand, and she brought some nice kill shots into play, a couple of variations. But at the end of the game, well, Stephan gave it all too cheaply, I feel. Just loose shots really on that backhand side. Bunyan leads 1-love.
Love all.
So the local favourite here kicks off things after snatching that first game, really, but it was just a case of holding a bit of nerve together. She didn't have to do a hell of a lot at the end of that game to win it, Vanessa.
Well, we saw Stephan lose that first game against Alicia Mead in the quarterfinal. Mead played a really good first game, but Stephan did really raise her level in that second. She was really angry as well after losing the first game to Mead, but came on and responded very well. And I feel like she is responding already.
2-love.
Yeah, that flick, she's used that a few times, and that's a nice variation coupled with that heavy hitting power that she has around the middle of the court. She's really starting to find her spots around both sides now, and it's very important for Bunyan just to shut that part of Stephan's game down, and that's going to be a stroke. This has gone very quick. That is going to be a review. The referee.
Appeal? Player review Stephan on the yes-let decision.
Oh, this is brilliant. It's a comedy sketch at times when she just switches there from the angry French to the American accent.
Just hugely expressive.
Love it. Oh, good. Now Vanessa, that is a clear lack of consistency there. We saw 2 strokes given to Bunyan at the end of game 1, and that is just, that there was no difference there.
Well, we've seen the decision, but the players don't seem to have been told.
Yes, let. Decision upheld. Stephan has 2 reviews remaining. 4-love.
Stephan really controlling things at the minute. Oh, that's beautiful.
That is very slick. I mean, she actually accepted a bit of racket interference here on the way through there. Nicole Bunyan's body just stopping a racket that didn't bother her. She just slotted it away anyway. Well, Bunyan is absolutely rocked here.
Oh, she's, you know, as you said, she's athletic, she works hard, she moves well, but she struggles a little bit when she's held. Really stops in her tracks. And she's struggling to read Stephan when Stephan's got a bit of time on the ball.
Hand out. 1-7. Down. 2-7.
It's always interesting, I find, when there's just a bit of a lull. She takes 2 points there, Vanessa. The crowd hasn't really reacted. But Stephan just needs to make sure that there's no lapse in concentration here, because physically Bunyan will keep doing this. She'll just keep chipping away. Now the crowd gets involved. It's very important for Stephan in the way that she plays it. She's actively seeking positions to take it in short. Body language of Stephan, just dropping her shoulders there after she missed that drop shot from the back.
Much better from Bunyan, though. She's finding those corners again in the back, not giving Stephan anything to play off.
Hand out. 8-4.
Apparently that one was clear. It's a stroke.
Out. Hand out. 5-8.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is not in the bag yet, Vanessa. She's got a couple of, she needs to probably find another winner and just a couple of rallies where she regains the control, because she's just sort of fallen back in the court a little bit here. Stephan, that is. There you go. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Stephan. Just a couple of nice lines, hugging the sidewall, forcing that loose ball and put it away nicely.
Yeah. Hand out.
Good again from Bunyan. Nice.
7-9.
Well, the momentum, I mean, 7-Love, she was just absolutely dominating in every aspect of the game. And there's only been that one rally, really, where she put it together. And now, 7-9.
That's a lovely variation. Virtually no backswing. She showed the straight ball and just rolled the wrist round.
I always tell my my juniors, the better ones in particular, when they get to this, the high levels, put those boasts away for late in the game when your opponent's getting a little bit fatigued. I mean, if there was any doubt about the comeback, whether it was real, well, you better believe it, because Nicole Bunyan has turned the ship from Love 7, looking in very, very rough waters, to 9-all, and it's been a graft all the way. She's been just chipping and working hard.
Stroke to Stephan.
Will she review it? She should.
It's worth it. It's worth the review.
I can't believe she's not reviewing that.
Hand out. 10-9. Game ball.
Oh, she was quite late there, Vanessa.
Yes, Lat. 10-9. Game ball.
After all that hard work, it's game ball. Stephan.
Stroke to Bunyan.
Well, she's forged her way back into the game and now forcing the tie break.
10-all. Player must win by 2 points.
Cannot emphasise enough that losing this game for Stephan would be a massive psychological blow. It's a heavy drop. There's that dodgy bounce. You can rely on it. You just got to hit it there, Vanessa.
Yeah.
It's a lottery.
Game ball.
Yeah, you can see it coming every time. Game ball, Bunyan for a 2-love lead. Oh,
I was thinking, why is she not switched over to that side a bit more? And the tactics from Bunyan are clear. She's just hammering that back left corner, and Stephan almost sort of being lulled into that rhythm.
Stroke to Bunyan.
Oh, excuse me. She's reviewed. She has reviewed. She said it several times. We need to get on with this here.
she couldn't have asked for it any more, obviously.
Review. She said review several times, very loudly. Review, review, review. And then she said a word that I'm not going to repeat.
Video review on the stroke call.
That's not a stroke, Vanessa. That's not a stroke, especially at this stage of the game. You've got to play that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear me. That's actually a no-let, Johnny. There was very little interference there.
Hand out. 12-11. Game ball.
Nevertheless, game ball, Bunyan. Stephan definitely had the raw end of these decisions so far. Yeah, hold. It's all about the hold there.
13-11,
Stop Stephan's movement. 15-minute second game. Nicole Bunyan stages a huge comeback to take it in the tiebreak, 13-11, and leads by 2 games to love.
Yeah, 7-love down, and then it was start me up by the Rolling Stones. Nicole Bunyan got going big time. But it has to be said that Marie Stephan, I just feel that she allowed Bunyan to control her down that left-hand flank. She didn't really try to switch it, which is a bit of a mystery to me. And the other mystery is some of the calls at the end of the game. I do not know how that was a stroke. And Nicole Bunyan is getting the rub of the green in a big way here, but she certainly is going to use it and she's going to move on with it. She leads 2-love.
Love all.
Well, here we go. Bunyan with a 2-love lead.
Yeah. 1 love.
Stephan getting irritated with Bunyan now.
Oh, getting the stare back there. Game on with the old psychological warfare. Do love it.
Bunyan has got to retain the quality of that hitting into the back that allowed her to come back into that second game. As soon as she started to give away that mid-court area, Stephan started to find winners.
Hand out. 1 all. I saw it good. Hand out.
It was good. It was just extremely
2-1.
lucky.
Hand out. 2 all. Hand out. 3-2. Stroke to Bunyan. 4-2.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity. Nervy looking volley there from Bunyan. Again, she's got to stay solid here.
4 all.
Nice.
Hand out. 5-4.
Didn't get much weight into the shot. It's very upright, but good enough with her racket.
Yes, let.
Oh, dear me. Well, she's using her last review.
On the yes, let decision.
And this was a winner, I thought.
Let's take a look at this
I
one.
was actually surprised that Bunyan even asked for it.
Well, I don't know why you'd be surprised about that, Vanessa, because every time she asks, she's getting almost what she wants.
I mean, there's a little trip, but I just think this ball's gone.
That's a no-let.
No let. Decision overruled. Stephan has 1 review remaining. Hand out. 5 all.
Oh, that was tight, but
Hand out.
just a heavy, big swing from Stephan was not. She needed to be more careful there and then just adjust the swing. That's another loose ball. She's just not accurate enough, Vanessa, not finding her lines at all. And
That was better from Bunyan as well. She's missed a couple of volleys on that backhand side. That will help the confidence. And the scoreboard, 2-point lead. And again.
8-5.
Just been a trusty side, hasn't it? The backhand side in general. Been able to set it up down there, and then with that added confidence now, even taking it in short nicely on that backhand side.
Look at that.
9-5. Hand out. 6-9.
Now we're going to see one last gasp here from Stephan. We know that she's certainly got a bit of fire in the belly. We've heard some outbursts throughout the match. She needs to direct that into pure squash. That's not going to do the job.
No left. Player review, Bunyan.
Bit late.
On the no let
Very late,
decision.
and it's just more in desperation that she's asking for the lead here, but she's too late to set off there, and the ball's too short. I think, and Stephan has not done anything wrong here.
Yeah, she's going for the straight drop, Stephan, but that little boast keeps the ball very short.
Decision overruled. Bunyan has 4 reviews remaining.
You could almost hear the desperation in the ask. She was very late onto that. So another decision goes Bunyan's way.
The wrong shot there from Bunyan, because when she's applying pressure down that left-hand side, she's really able to keep Stephan's short game at bay, but just opening up there again, giving her another look, being reminded Stephan has a good touch when she's got a bit of time, anything around the middle or going forward.
Oof.
8-9.
Oh, just hanging in well there. That's not a let. That's a winner.
Sorry, Ms. Stephan, did you appeal? No? Yes,
Probably,
left.
she's
8-9.
probably decided to pack it in with the reviews.
She don't want to lose her last review. That's unbelievable though. Look at the score. Why would you not review that?
Yeah. She's got one left, Vanessa. Let's see what unfolds here in this tense latter stages of the third game.
Yes, let.
Well, I'd be a bit nervous if I was Marie Stephan here, Vanessa. I'd be feeling a bit uncomfortable in my shoes. This ball has come out a little bit. I think it's too short for a stroke.
Yeah.
There's a long way to go and get that ball. I think it's a let. I think it should be upheld.
Yeah, I agree. It's a little bit awkward as well for it to hit. I think that's the right decision.
Yes, let. Decision upheld. Bunyan has 3 reviews remaining. 8-9.
Oh, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh, absolutely battered herself in the head with her racket.
There is no way that she's not going to have a mark on her forehead that is resembling the side
Or a broken racket.
of that racket.
Oh dear.
Tell you what, she's a tough lady. She's down to match ball, so she's going to have to show a lot of toughness to get out of this very difficult situation now. That's the best way to just
9-10, match ball.
settle things. Good lines, fading, clinging to the sidewall. Using her hold that she has. She's got a good late wrist action on the ball.
No let. No let. Player review Bunyan on the no let decision.
Is that gone?
No, not again here. I think she can get there. I think.
No let. Decision upheld. Bunyan has 2 reviews remaining.
Quite quick, these review decisions.
10 all.
Didn't read it. She didn't read the cross court. She's absolutely furious with herself.
Hand out. 11-10, match ball.
Match ball, Bunyan.
Match ball number 3. Oh, it just snuck up, and here's a chance. I think that's gone, Vanessa. In the last review, the fist goes into the glass. We've seen it all from Marie Stephan.
Review, Ms. Stephan?
Well, Bunyan didn't get the let on the last one, and this was even further gone, I think.
No, she's actually taken a line towards Bunyan there as well. There was a line behind, but she's sort of motioning towards the player. And that's gone, and
it's all over.
Yep.
It's the right decision.
No let. Decision upheld. 12-10. Match to Bunyan. 3 games to love. 8, 13-11, 12-10.
She didn't get the run of the decisions, but you'd have to say a well-deserved win for Bunyan.
Okay, I'll try.
Had to work hard for it. 42 minutes, Nicole Bunyan. The number 2 seed gets through in 3, 11-8, 13-11, 12-10.
Nicole, great result. Got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I am. Yesterday I didn't feel so good out here, and today I did actually for most of it. Yesterday I didn't have any of the luck going my way. Today I did a little bit. I think when Marie started to play better, I struggled, and I think I just had to find a way to kind of stay in it, but compose myself. But yeah, I'm happy to feel out here today, that's for sure.
So you were 7-love down in the second game. You probably, I don't know, did you know that? All right, I mean, did you change anything at 7-love down, or you just dug in?
Yeah, I realized that I was just going short too early all the time, and I just really didn't want to get bageled, so I figured I better dig in and try to claw back. And then I got to about 3 or 4, and then I realized, all right, you can get another 3 now. So, yeah.
Deanna Garcia tomorrow. You guys played before?
Yeah, loads. That's a junior rivalry right there. We 4th, and I think I got the last one. So Stop that chat.
Well,
so Nicole Bunyan congratulated by Squash Canada's Executive Director, Jamie Nichols. Her never say die attitude was the key there in the second game. She was down 7-love, a little bit of good fortune, but as Vanessa said, she definitely deserved the win. She was very, very disciplined in keeping that line down the backhand side and really nullifying the strengths of Marie Stephan. Marie Stephan just getting a little bit angry with herself and then not really focusing on getting the ball in the areas where she was so damaging. Fist went in the wall there, but 3-love for Bunyan. She's through to the final, and she is pleased with that, playing Diana Garcia.
Well, that's it for the semi-final. Sets up a fantastic final for tomorrow. Nicole Bunyan of Canada will take on Diana Garcia of Mexico. So make sure you tune back into the Expression Network's BVAC Women's Open 2023. Play starts at 5 p.m. sharp tomorrow.